Hello everyone, welcome to your full moon in Libra reading for all 12 signs. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Capricorn, here is your full moon in Libra reading. So, okay, you have quite the situation. You, like a lot of people, and I really do believe it's because of the Libra full moon, have two situations. Sorry, I live next to a freeway. Okay, so here's how your reading started. You have the Knight of Cups, and to clarify, that is the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you have a situation that it looks new, and I mean, it looks very sweet. It looks like love, it looks like love, it could be very, very romantic. But I'm feeling like this is tying into the last Capricorn reading that I did, and like it's very tempting because at the bottom of the deck you have the Devil card, which is your card, but you also, for one of your oracle messages, your overall message, you have bound. So, in new direction. So it's the way that I'm seeing this is that you're in a situation right now where you feel like you can't actually get out of it. You have this new situation that's coming in. You don't really know what to do. You're looking for some clarity. And like, look, you have prayer and answered prayer. It's like you are really looking up to the stars, to the universe, and saying like, this is what I want, this is what I wish for, this is what I'm hoping for. You're wanting a new beginning, but it's like you're really struggling with how you're going how you're gonna get there is what it seems like. So it seems like the current situation that you're in, you're reaching a point where you're starting to feel powerless in this situation. Like there's a lot that you don't know. There seems to be a lot of mystery in this relationship. You're realizing that it's very triggering. You're building a lot of resentment. And, it just feels like I said, you have a lot that you don't seem to know. Like there's just a lot that's being kept from you. You're feeling blind right now. Like you just don't have the clarity that you would like to have. Clarity is actually one of your cards. So I'm feeling like it could be a bit burdensome for you, and you're wanting to move on. Now, I will say that you could be wanting to like rekindle this relationship, to renew the relationship, go to therapy, and then, turn it into this energy. Okay. But right now, as it is, it looks like I don't want to say the word toxic, but I want to say that it just doesn't seem to be at its best, okay? And there just seems like if there's not a temptation for another person, there's addiction in this relationship, okay? You could be codependently attached to this person, or the person that you're dealing with has an addiction, that kind of thing. So take what resonates, but I mean, you have all these cards of action, moving quickly, blast off, and moving on. So, I mean, first, I would say most of you, you're ready to move on from this situation. You're just trying to figure out how to do that, okay? But it seems like you've been really praying, hoping, wishing for abundance, and you're ready to move in that direction. And I feel like for the people who have a new person that they're dealing with, that's what this is, okay? Again, like I said, it could just be healing a current partnership. But for a lot of you, it's over. It's over because you have the Grim Reaper. You have girl with the snake. So either you are, like you feel like you're being charmed, it's like when you start to ask questions, then they turn on the charm, and you feel gaslighted. You feel like you're not getting the information in this relationship. That could have a lot to do with being with a partner who has an addiction. And it's just very triggering for you, and it's teaching you a lot of lessons, and you're starting to realize that, you want to love yourself, and that you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to know things, okay? And I feel like as I say that, I look down, I see knowledge, right? Like, you deserve to know things. You deserve for secrets to not be kept from you. And so I feel like you're really growing in this process. You're like, okay, well, I'm going on this path upward, you know, like you're ascending, you're awakening, and the person that you're dealing with is staying stuck back here. And you're like, you know, I want somebody who can go on this journey with me. And so it's like, that's why you're in this, you know, Two of Pentacles energy, where you're like, okay, what should I do? You know, should I stick this out and go to therapy and try to work through this? Or, you know, if there's this new person, should I do this? Okay. It does feel like this new situation, it's like your prayers are being answered. Again, like I said, it could be about, you know, a current partnership that is healing, and that's your prayers being answered. So again, take what resonates, okay? And switch out roles if you need to. But I feel like you're needing to write down what your dreams are, you know, what you're wishing, hoping, and praying for. Write it down, because like, if we write down what we're manifesting, we have a much higher chance of it actually coming into reality. And this, okay, so I feel like this situation that you have is bringing you a lot of this. This can also be, you know, manifesting while taking care of yourself, okay? If you catch my drift. But you're really needing to ground in your life right now, because you're in this energy of, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. You're really needing to get outside and ground yourself. I feel like somebody else had this energy, but I don't remember. But yeah, I just feel like you're trying to muster up the strength and the courage to make a decision, okay? So you have two animal energies that I totally forgot to look up what they are. Okay, so you have horse and you have shark. And this is about, you know, wanting freedom in a situation. And this is about having the momentum and the stamina to go in that direction that you're wanting to go. Okay, like, you know, like I was saying, building the courage and the motivation to move in that direction that you are, like, you're praying for and you're manifesting. Okay, you also have the shark. You're needing to be very direct. Okay, you're needing to say, like, okay, like, ask the right questions. That came up for Taurus too, but like, ask the right questions. And also, it says the shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest and to be totally ourselves. So I feel like in this situation, you don't feel like you can speak up. Like, you don't feel like you have a voice in the situation, or if you're trying to speak, like, you're not being heard. And so, like, this is, you know, this is you revealing what your true desires are. And you could also be seeing somebody's true nature at this time, like what you've been blinded to, like it's really starting to become more obvious for you. So I do have to get you some advice cards. What is the advice for Capricorn? The Knight of Swords. You know, like, this is communicating. You could also be sort of frustrated. I mean, I could see why you're frustrated, but like, you're wanting to know what's up. You're wanting to have a conversation, and you may be realizing, if you're not getting a clear, direct answer, that it's just not for you. You know, it's just not for you to deal with somebody who doesn't want to communicate. What else for Capricorn? Five of Swords and the Magician. I mean, this is about taking the power over your mental state right now, because this is a very contemplative energy, but this can also be like, you know, having a headache about what's going on, because you're confused and you don't really know, and you're like struggling with whether or not you should communicate, and so on and so forth. So with the Magician here, it's like you need to like stand in your power and use whatever tools necessary in order to achieve what you're truly desiring, because maybe you keep putting yourself on the back burner to appease another person, and with these energies, it's like, nah, not anymore. not anymore. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put what I want on the back burner. I dropped the shark, but you get the message. Like, you're not going to put what you want on the back burner just because somebody else doesn't want to be completely and openly honest with you. Okay? So that's what I have for Capricorn, and I hope that you all enjoy your full moon in Libra.